beautiful Cancerians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for February 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your monthly reading for February. I can't believe it's here already. Everything is going by so fast, but here we are. And actually, it's still going to be a bit of a roller coaster energy. Also, I do want to apologize for the delay in this reading. My friend was a little bit unwell, so I went round to make sure and help out, make sure they got back to best there. So I do apologize. I had to go to their house, of course, so I was in a different environment, but now I'm back in my usual space and back on the readings. It just meant things were a little bit delayed. I'm doing this reading on the 3rd of February for you all, okay? So again, I do apologize for the delay. But I want you to be aware that all planets are direct this month, which means you'll have the full energy and drive to move forward on your plans. Plus, the full moon is in the sign of Virgo, which means you'll cast a critical eye on all that needs to be done to get organized, to make things happen on your terms. Now, we also have a super new moon in Aquarius that will see us all collectively feel more inclined to be sociable, to get out there, have fun. And combining all of these elements, you'll be totally in the flow of focusing on your tasks, responsibilities, money, budget-related endeavors as well, and planning strategies for the future. This is the month to allow your visions to guide your future and implement the necessary steps to make life happen for you. Now, mid-month, Mars adds extra fire to the mix. I think they want that card. They do. Adds extra fire to the mix, and that will really enhance your ambition, your determination. But also, with every positive, there is a negative, of course, and it could mean there will be a clash of personalities mid-month because Mars adds that fiery, tense, argumentative energy as well. So yeah, something to look out for. So if you're like taking the subway, there may be somebody there who tries to push your buttons, or road rage, or maybe your boss or a neighbor or a family member who's under pressure, actually just has coarse words with you, something like that. So just watch out for that. This is the time period where it can happen. It'll only last for about 5-6 days. So anyway, also on a global scale, there may be more shocks and clashes as Pluto continues to unearth hidden agendas and power plays that will affect us all globally. Now, Mars is direct, okay? And Mars will remain direct right up until December of this year. And that's going to be interesting because Mars, of course, it fuels the path to fiery clashes globally. And as Pluto is in Aquarius for the foreseeable future, it could entail us all being roped into a global conflict. Now, I want everybody to realize there is a really important balancing energy that's involved in this, because this is a period where power is given to the people, and standing strong together in a powerful force against negative narratives is also in play. Okay, so raising your vibrations, doing all you can do in your part of the world, not worrying about things, because that won't help you long term, but also it basically will change the vibrations and send us all more things to be worried about. But also, I feel the power that is given to the people over the next 20 years is actually to not comply with negative narratives, if that is your decision. So I feel it's a very important time for change. And I feel there will be some balancing out energy that will change a dynamic, let's put it that way. February is actually a very personal month for the collective because it adds extra luck. But I do want to mention what's going on globally there, because it's important. We can all see things happening, and some of us are super worried about it, of course, but I feel it's really important to recognize there are things that we can control within our immediate circumstances and things that we cannot control. Okay, and I feel there's a lot of clickbait out there, and clicking on it will only raise blood pressure and raise vibrations of fear, and it is not good for the collective. And of course, it's something that you cannot control because you're not part of the global kind of like people who are in control of these things. So I feel it's really important to protect your energy at this time. Okay, I'm thinking about doing a secondary channel where I use my scrying capabilities to see images, to try and connect to the world and what's out there at the moment. And I'll have to decode those images. I'll give you what I can see there, and I'll try to connect to global events. However, I would like to protect the sanctity of this particular channel to channel energy that is for you personally, to help you rise, change your vibrations for the better, and get the best out of life, okay? And see opportunities that are coming towards you that will increase your happiness and joy in life. So I really want to protect the energy of this channel, and I'm thinking about setting up that second channel. Let me know in the comments box below if that's something you'd like to be aware of, or you'd like me to do. But it will be very different, and it will be very disconnected from tarot. It'll only be like scrying and imagery that I'll see in that scrying process. Okay, so let me know. Anyway, I'm going to disconnect respectfully from that energy, but I thought I'd mention it because February actually is a positive month for the personal collective energy. It's a leap year this year, which means it's a powerful omen delivering extra luck, and that extra day helps regulate the seasons and keep natural order of things. Also, of course, we have Valentine's Day on the 14th. It heralds the day of love, even though every day should be the day of love, and it's very commercialized. It is that one day where you might see, if you're in a partnership, a declaration of love and romance from your nearest and dearest. Also, I want you to be aware, and not everybody's getting this actually, but some people may have a strong potential of an ex trying to reconnect with them, and that will be in and around Valentine's Day, so look out for that. And if you're single and looking for love, this month is actually full of potential for you to connect to somebody new. Also, Chiron is super active this month, and that often refers to as the both wounded and healer planet, so you'll be in a deep healing period, very nostalgic, but also you will channel that inner strength, the lessons that you've learned, and you may channel that energy into a new project or an endeavor that sees you turn pain to gain. Now, Chiron approaches the moon's north node this month, encouraging you to embrace your individuality, shine your wonderful unique light, and you may even launch like a new lifestyle choice this month, a new look or a new approach to something that you already do, because this month you truly are magnetic, okay? Now, your first card there is Temperance, trying to find balance, trying to, hone your skills, or trying to manage stress levels. It's all about harmony. So you're trying to almost romance your life a little bit, see things from a viewpoint of the glass being half full rather than half empty. I really feel with the Temperance card that you are open to divine guidance, but you're blending your energies right now. I feel like you're mixing things up. A very explorative time for you in February. I feel like you're seeing what works, what doesn't work for you, and I feel like you are restructuring or shifting things around there as well. Now it says here, accept divine guidance. I mean, there is divine guidance coming in for you. Strength and power in balance and moderation. And we've got the Star there and the Page of Pentacles. So some of you, this is about, sticking to your plans, diligently working towards something that's going to change your life. The Star is also about healing. It's about paying close attention to your own needs and not always being the overgiver. It's also about inspiration, feeling inspired to connect to new ideas and really attaching yourself in a vibration that aligns you with a wish. So I definitely see that this month is actually about you increasing your finances, thinking about your path ahead, thinking about your true north, your life's purpose and your mission. And I feel like you're blending all of those energies to be patient with the way ahead. Now, also, I want you to be aware your third house of communication is actually influencing you at the beginning of the month. And that's about finding your voice, to speak loud and proud, express yourself, really to be seen. You know, you've got the star there, which is about being seen for who you are and the ideas that you have, and you know, being understood as well there, very important. But the law of attraction actually works really well for you. So visualize what you want and communicate it to the universe. Remember, thoughts become things, and your desires will be made manifest. Now, you'll be thinking about what steps you need to take to get to where you want to go. Some of you may even feel compelled to study or take a class this month. Some of you may even be thinking about taking a quick trip this month as well. And your eighth house takes over from that, and that's all about your joint finances. So you're going to be a little bit more concerned about your mortgages or repayment plans and credit card debt, savings plans as well, budgets, pensions, all of those things. And it's really about transforming your finances. And I can see from the cards that you've got a Page of Pentacles. That's the start of, building your financial sort of stability. And then, of course, Queen of Pentacles, which is multiplying your wealth. And that is for the security of both you and your family, or those who are nearest and dearest with you as well there. Now, of course, transforming your finances for the better, making sure that there's more money in your pocket for the long term. So you'll be utilizing your resources by finding better deals, making a little go a long way, but also working really hard to increase that as well. And some of you may even put new money-making ideas into practice, especially with the Queen of Pentacles there. It could be from the home space. So you may be launching a new business idea, or if you've got an entrepreneurship up and running already, you may be just seeing it ticking over and increasing in the finances there. But it feels very much like slow and steady wins the race, okay? So you're going to ease yourself into February. I feel already it's just like business as usual. You're just doing you. And the Page of Pentacles is really about your sense of effort, applying yourself to things that, really feel good, that can help you have a brighter future, especially since we've got the star there. There's something that you're wishing for, and you're putting full investment into making it happen, is what I see there, okay? Now, of course, the Page of Pentacles can indicate some of you beautiful Cancerians have just started a new job or a new role in the career sector. It won't be long, is what I see here, before you are upskilling and moving into a different department, and with it comes a promotion and a raise or more responsibility. Ultimately, I see some sort of raise happening in your finances, but it could also indicate a new role. Even though it feels new right now, I feel like you're so good at what you do, so gifted and talented, that you rise through the ranks quite quickly if you're in a career. Now, if you're not in a career sector, and you're currently looking for a role, if, for example, you lost your job or were made redundant and you're wondering if there's a new role available, this is news. Pages bring news, and it's a job opportunity, okay? So this could be the start of something very exciting. I feel, you're actually going to outshine other candidates for this role. This role is totally yours, and it actually brings in more money than you were making before. So I feel if you've been waiting a long time, it's because the right opportunity was being orchestrated towards you. So I feel for some of you, I feel like you have waited a long time for this, and I feel that with the Eight of Cups, it means you're walking away from something else, or you're walking away from a period that was really unfulfilling, and it may include like a change of direction. Okay, so it could be like in the same sector, but it's in a different department or a different arena of where you used to work. So I definitely see there's something new happening here that keeps things really interesting for you. And if you're retired, for example, I feel this is about you being very diligent about how you utilize the finances that you have for retirement, but also it's about enjoying yourself. It's about getting out there, being seen, connecting to the community, but also having like new ideas for new projects that you want to embrace. Or some of you may even decide that you want to like become a consultant or do something creative that actually is something you enjoy and doesn't feel like work, but ultimately it brings in more finances there. because I feel there's artist energy coming from this. So some of you are doing something very creative there. But as you see, we've got the Temperance card, which is about blending energies. And of course, we have the Star energy there as well. And that figure is, blending, the waters. So it's about utilizing all the toolkit that you have within you to blend and make sure that life is working for you. It's ticking over nicely. So I feel like there is some sort of balance and harmony happening at the beginning of the month for you. Now, some of you beautiful Cancerians out there, you may have been a little bit unwell, and this is a period of healing, and you're just taking it easy, okay? I feel if you had some sort of major accident or you were really unwell, I feel there's some sort of compensation to come, or perhaps you're going to get like sick pay or something like that. So don't rush back to work. Take the time necessary to heal before you move into, making an effort. With the Page of Pentacles there and the Star, it would kind of tell me, slowly does it, make slow efforts, small efforts to get back to best, but you will be back to best is what I see there, okay? Now, also the Star energy is about you looking to the future, okay? Trying to change your future in some way, because we have the butterflies. So that's a big transformation period. So you're looking forward, you're looking ahead, and you're strategizing about something that you've already put effort into. You're being really realistic. And I feel like you're investing in something that is a wish, and you're going to make it happen. You're sticking to your plans this month. So it really feels like you're keeping your head down, working really hard. You have a lot to offer, okay? You're really gifted, you're really talented, but also you put your whole heart and soul into everything that you do, and that kind of sets you apart. Just remember to reserve some of that energy, that love, that care, that devotion, especially unconditional love. Reserve some of that for yourself, my beautiful Cancerians. It's very, very important there. Now, I do see that you're aligning yourself with a wish, okay? And this wish is to move away from something that perhaps has been holding you back or has felt unstable. So, for example, with the Judgment card here, for some of you, it could be that you've had a desire to heal something with somebody, but they just make minimal effort. Whether this is a friend, whether this is a co-worker, or whether it's an ex, you just see now that actually they're not putting as much effort into things that you are, and you deserve more, you deserve better. So I feel some of you are detaching from something that perhaps has been like weighing on your mind for a while, or has been in a similar stagnant state for a while. I feel like you're letting go of it. You're not reconnecting to something, especially since we have the Judgment card there. It's like you're denying someone access to your life for a second chance because you feel it's not stable. You feel that it's not emotionally rewarding. So I feel like you're just taking a step back. I mean, I also feel there is someone who holds on to you. This could be an ex, but it could also be a friend who holds on to you. Someone holds on to you and they keep trying to come back, but it's always the same pattern or cycle of repeat. And I feel like it's getting a bit frustrating for you at the moment. And I feel like you're actually trying to distance yourself from this situation because it's been emotionally draining. So whether it is, as I said, a neighbor, co-worker, an ex, or a partner, perhaps you're nipping some sort of behavior in the bud this month because I feel enough is enough. So I definitely see that you're exerting a higher boundary and establishing that, you've been very patient in the situation, but it's time for change, okay? Now, we do have the Hangman energy. It's in the Resistance position. With the Judgment card in the Resistance position and the Four of Pentacles, this can indicate some of you feel like you've hit a glass ceiling in some area of your career. You may feel that you went for an opportunity, but it was blocked or it didn't go your way. You may have felt a level of rejection there as well. But it's because there's something new coming in that actually increases your stability, your finances. And for some of you, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like out of the blue, there's a new opportunity, but also you may launch something from the home space that will actually increase your finances. But I feel it is like you working towards something or investing your time and your energy towards something that will be very lucrative for you. Now, I also see some of you will return to a hobby or a time in your life where you felt truly happy, where you felt stable, where you felt secure. I feel like you're returning to that time. And I feel it could be like that you're returning to like music, learning an instrument or hobby that you used to do, or even a place that you used to frequent, or it feels like a time in your life that you felt truly like your true authentic self, where you're just having a lot of fun, enjoyment, and I feel you're returning to that. Things are going to get better for you. But the Hangman, it says here, improve your life. Okay, always listen to your intuition, because I feel like you've learnt when you don't listen to your intuition and you ignore those red flags, it ends up hurting you and nobody else. So I feel like you've learned hard lessons about how to trust your intuition going forward. Now, with the Hangman in this position, it can indicate something in your life turned your world upside down and made you feel a little bit like still or on pause, almost like on autopilot for a while, okay? With the Four of Pentacles in the Resistance position, it can indicate some level of vulnerability. It left you feeling like wide open. This could be emotionally, okay? It could be something that you've been holding on to for some time. You're getting full healing and letting it go, and you're moving on from this period, okay? I feel like you're not looking back to this period either. Also, some of you may be trying to orchestrate some sort of move. You could be thinking about relocating to a new neighborhood or a new country even. I feel there's a cycle of change upon you, and I feel like you're looking at where you belong, because the Four of Pentacles, it will go into the upright, which means you're planting roots or you're creating some sort of stable foundation for yourself. And it could be that you're building a foundation starting from the home space. So it really tells me that some of you are thinking about either moving home, or you're making your current environment become your sanctuary and making it feel more like a home. For some of you, you're going to be like doing some DIY or decluttering, fixing things that perhaps you've been meaning to do for quite some time, things that you've put off or have been too busy to be able to do because you've been rushing around. They're actually showing me a really beautiful little bumblebee right now. And this bumblebee, it's so cute. Let me describe it because it's actually really funny as well. All I can see is like the bumblebee is head first in a flower, and its little like backside is all full of what do you call that substance? Pollen. And its little legs are just hanging out, and it looks exhausted actually, but also looks a little bit messy. So, bees, they tend to represent being really busy, and it can indicate like sometimes when we're in a rush or things get really busy in life, things get a little bit messy, around the home space, and you're just pooped. You're just really exhausted. So, it can mean that you have got a lot on your plate right now and you're trying to make it all work for you. But it will be rewarding because bumblebees and pollen, they all represent reward for hard work, but it does mean you have to make sure you get rest. They've actually just given me the word rest. Okay, so you're the sort of person that you're always like looking out for yourself, but always looking out for other people as well. And so I feel sometimes you can feel super drained. And that cute image, maybe it's an image you're going to see. It's so unusual. Normally I'll just see like a bumblebee like flying about, but it's this bumblebee that's in a flower that looks like a daffodil actually, because it's so close up. So it could be that you're working really hard on trying to get prepared to launch some sort of change in your life for springtime, okay? Or and that you're really exhausted, but it will be rewarding, whatever it is, and you will have earned your rest, that's for sure, because I feel like you've been investing heavily on this. Now, it doesn't have to be career related. It could be on a project or a move, or it could be on something in your life that has been a bit of a struggle, but you will create stability with this. The Four of Pentacles is like building on solid foundations. So some of you are like, building your empire, or, you're the architect of your dreams, and these things are becoming tangible now. They're taking shape before you. So I feel this is really about taking pride in what you have to offer and seeing that actually you've come a long way, not only in terms of personal growth and development, but also I feel you're building stability for your future, for you and your family as well. You're doing a really good job. And this month, it's about owning that, okay? Now, also, of course, we got the Judgment card. It's in the reverse position. And this, in the reverse position, can indicate that some of you fear changes, okay? I'm a water element just like you, my beautiful Cancerians. Although we are very flexible, and we can make adjustments in order to change, we don't particularly like change unless we're doing it ourselves, okay? So I feel if you feel some of those changes have been thrust upon you, there is a need to be flexible here, but at the same time, I feel that you're going to be in the flow and you're going to make things work on your own terms. But with the Judgment card and the Hangman, I feel it's like either you have been denied something that you're waiting for quite some time. That will change. February is a month of change where everything is turned around. But also, I feel you are denying someone access to your life because you feel that you have weaker boundaries around this person. It's almost like they got under your skin, or they have the potential to sweet talk you in some way. But I feel like you've matured away from that and you've healed from that. So this month you truly see this person for who they are. And I feel you don't allow this person access to your inner sanctuary. Also with the Judgment card, it will go into the upright. And I feel this is a card of second chances for you in terms of gaining clarity, making a major decision. I feel like you've had a bit of a wake-up call in your life, and you're really connecting to your sense of purpose and your soul's mission. And I feel this is about you leaving your old life behind in some way. And you're at a self-evaluation period. So I feel like you're listening to your calling. And this calling could have been going on for quite some time. Maybe a hunch or a whisper from your heart, telling you that this is the way forward. And you've been listening, but you've been trying to get in the right position in order to take action on those whisperings of your heart. And I feel this month is that month to make this happen, okay? But also the Judgment card is like, sometimes, you don't know how to move forward on something, or sometimes you don't understand what is next or what is to come, and it can make us feel a little bit anxious or nervous. And they're giving me the energy of like, wait. Anytime you feel cautious or anytime you feel out of your depths or out of your comfort zone, take a pause, sleep on it. I know it's such a cliched sentence, but whenever you sleep on something, your mind is such an incredible supercomputer. It sets in motion during sleep to try and find solutions to things that we are having problems with or conundrums in our life in some way. So take a pause, step away from it, see it from like a bird's eye view so you can get the full view of the whole thing. And then I feel you're going to be able to find a solution to something. But I actually see you returning to something that is really positive and happy in your life. But also I get an energy here of you trying to rebirth like a project. So it may be something that you started but you didn't finish. It could be like a screenplay, a book. It could be an action plan for an entrepreneurship. Whatever it is, I feel like you rebirth it. There's an energy here of renewal as well. And your outcome energy, you've got the Wheel of Fortune and you've got the Moon. And it's like during uncertain times, destiny steps in to help you with a leap of faith. Also, I feel there's better luck. There's an opportunity that's going to surprise you at the end of the month. The Wheel of Fortune is sudden energy, sudden changes of fortune. And the Moon energy is like the hidden comes to light, okay? So what I mean by that is the universe is orchestrating opportunities behind the scenes for you to get a dream or a desire or a wish become a reality, because the Moon is connected to the dreamscape. So I feel, a wish is suddenly appearing for you, or something you've been working hard to achieve is suddenly going to arrive for you. But also I feel this is a big soul-searching month about you thinking of changing your life in some way for the better, but also taking a risk or a gamble. And it says here, be open to possibilities, new opportunities, and good luck. So this month is actually going to work in your favor and bring a lot more fortune for you as well, where things that you attach yourself to, you get a lucky break and it just turns out perfectly. The gamble will pay off. And I feel like your destiny becomes so obvious to you because you have a lot of cards right now about your path. So this is a big soul-searching month about feeling where you belong and taking the necessary steps to feel emotionally fulfilled. And with the Moon card, it can indicate some of you are looking at the duality of life, the balance, the fine line between coming out of your comfort zone and stability. And this could be like some of you may take up a second stream of income in the form of setting up your entrepreneurship, your own business. Some of you may think about being freelance, which is like an independent business. And you may also have like a long-term position as well. So it's like that duality, having a long-term contract where you know where your bills are going to be paid because you've got a stable income coming in, but also you want to set up something that's a little bit more seasonal or a little bit more freelance or a little bit more intermittent is what I see there. And it could be you trying to find the path between balancing it all there as well. And for some of you, I feel like you're balancing your fears, against the unknown. These are very uncertain times that we're living in. And, I feel it's really important for us to try as much as possible to romance our life, to raise our vibrations, and in our pocket of our world, it's really important to try and find the goodness, because those vibrations, they sort of move out to the universe. I have been saying in a lot of the readings recently, because my guides keep mentioning it, about an experiment of two plants being in like a museum where both plants are given the exact same conditions, light, water, and the only difference is they ask people to be really mean to one plant and to the other to be really nice. And after a couple of weeks, the plant where everyone has been really mean actually shrivels and dies. So it's proof that we are all energy, and whatever we put out there, it informs our immediate circumstances. And the more that we experience fear or have elevated levels of fear, not only does it change like the cortisol and the blood pressure in our body, but it also informs our environment and it attracts more circumstances to be fearful for. So I feel it's really important for you to be aware of that as well, because the moon card can attach itself to fears. So it's like when you feel a little bit nervous or fearful, remember that destiny will intervene to bring you what you desire, okay? So I feel you're in a strong transformational phase in February where actually you're aware of your shadow self. You're aware that when you're about to do something really incredible, sometimes fear and doubt, they arise. That critical inner narrative. So it's about silencing those fears, feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Because I feel like you're walking away from something that has not been emotionally fulfilling. It says in this card, find clarity. Okay. It also says follow your own path. So that's about being independent and really connecting to marching to the beat of your own drum and finding that happy medium between coming out of your comfort zone, but also having a comfort zone. Okay. Now, the Eight of Cups is about walking away from something that has always been there, always been stable, something that is like a foundation. Like if you have a certain route to work every day, for example, it could be that in February, you're shaking up your route and taking a different route. You're going to see new places, new faces, new experiences. It's still the same destination, but you're just taking a different approach. For some of you, it could be you're approaching a project in a different way, or you're having a change of direction or a change of heart. And for some of you, literally, you're thinking about your journey. Some of you may be restarting work or returning to work after a period of being out of work. And I feel this is about you walking straight into your Nine of Cups, because that is wish fulfillment. Anyone who walks away on the Eight of Cups signals to the universe, I'm not afraid to walk away from something or somebody or a situation that is not resonating with my heart, that is not connecting to my soul. So I feel like you're having the courage to establish what it is that you want, and you're leading with your heart. And that's when the universe says, okay, well, now we'll deliver your wish, okay? Because you've had the courage to say, no, that doesn't vibe with my heart. And also the Eight of Cups is an interesting card because it may indicate, especially since looking at your chart, I mean, this is more about your path this month. Your priority is about your path, feeling secure and finding a way through difficulty, and, also, dealing with the uncertainty of a situation, but also creating a solid foundation. I feel some of you, love is not your priority this month, even though, you're a very emotional and sensitive sign. I feel some of you, you may have to come out of your comfort zone if you're looking for love and approach, new environments in order to meet new people, or finding new ways of opening yourself up to someone who is emotionally available. So I'm going to pull a card on that because the Queen of Pentacles indicates you've created a space, a safe sanctuary for love to come on in. So if you are looking for love, I feel like you're ready. You're so ready for love. You've created space for love. But let me just see. I mean, Eight of Cups can indicate some of you are going to take a bit of a trip there. Yeah, there is a chemistry between you and someone new. The universe is sending someone new in for you. So there's a spark there between you and someone. Now, you could meet this person at a place where there is heightened creativity. Okay, or action. I mean, it could be like a fast-paced environment, sporting event or a creative event, or somewhere where you are invited to that is exciting to be. But also the Ace of Wands can be that you're transforming your approach, that you have so much potential to dream big and, be inspired to turn your dreams into reality. So if you do have a love wish, I feel some of you are actually looking at new events that inspire you, things that you want to do, that you're you're ambitious about or have a hobby or, you know, an interest in. I feel like you're opening yourself up to adventure. And on that adventurous path, you're going to meet someone where there is a spark. There is a major chemistry. And I feel this could turn into something long-term. 10 of Wands there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you've got a choice, because basically it's like, if you're single, okay, you can go out there and meet someone new and have a spark, or there is a potential, you know, to connect to someone that you have baggage with, or that you've been processing baggage, and also you're really busy. So it's like lighten the load. There's a new start coming for you. But the 9 of Pentacles is also a reminder to enjoy your independent single nature. Okay, so I feel that this will be a very slow, organic relationship, that when you meet this new person, I feel, you know, there's an energy here of both of you being busy, but there's a lot of chemistry. You will make it work. But I feel like putting a label on it, like we're in a relationship now, I feel that will come a lot later. Okay, I feel you and this person, I feel like you've created space for love, and so has this person to a degree. But it feels like either you or this person have like a vacation booked. There's going to be like a little bit of a pause, and it just feels like difficult to connect at first because of time. And then I feel both of you come together. But if you're single, I feel right now being in a high level commitment comes a little bit after February. Okay. And I mean, looking at all your other energy, some of you are creating like a new project. You're creating like a new endeavor that's going to be very exciting, very fulfilling, and it's going to be a lot of hard work. Don't get me wrong. I feel like you're going to be very busy, but it actually creates financial independence. And I feel like it helps you focus on like your path ahead, like building a solid foundation. I feel some of you are very disciplined this month and trying not to overwork yourself or burn yourself out as well. That's very important there. Now, if you're in a high level commitment already, okay, I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune there, for some of you, it could be that suddenly your partner like pops the question, but let me just see a little bit more. If you're in a long-term relationship, yeah, you and your person are going to put the spark right back into your relationship. There's going to be a lot of like chemistry, very exciting time for you and your partner if you're in a high level commitment. This person is going to take the lead and show you how much they care about you. And also I feel this person, you know, you can be confident that this person, they are highly attracted to you. And I feel they feel motivated to do something bold for Valentine's Day, to let you know that actually they have very, very deep feelings for you indeed. But also there's a lot of physical attraction there too. So I feel some of you may even discuss either working together or taking a trip or even relocating. Okay, because I feel like there's some sort of big move occurring for you in you and your partner's life together, and it's really exciting. It feels very adventurous, actually. Now, moving on to your last card, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is about being practical, being grounded, and being resourceful. Okay, this is about you attending to your day-to-day tasks. So I do feel like you're going to be very, very busy. You're also going to be very resourceful with the money that you have, and I feel also that, you know, keep doing what you're doing, because you're going to multiply your finances there too. This is often called the Queen of Abundance. Conserving your energy, making sure that you value your time and your energy, and only give that time and energy to endeavors that you feel are worth it, because you are worth it. But also this is about building a life of comfort for you and your family, protecting what you already own and what you've worked for as well. Because it's really important during this period as well to download any statements from any institutions financially that you're connected to, just so you have a documented proof of what you've got in your account, should there be any like gremlins in the system. Very important to protect your finances there, especially at this time with like solar flares and, you know, things coming in to take out electronic devices, just to be on the safe side. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is always to be on the safe side, okay? But ultimately, you know, there's normally, well, there is a rabbit here as well that represents multiplying your wealth, okay? And multiplying the comfort in life too. So, you know, I feel you're creating a space for you and your loved ones to be stable and protected in all eventualities. I feel like you're putting yourself in a really good position, actually, and a nice, exciting month ahead. I feel it's like a moderate pace, And I feel that there is something sudden, some sort of sudden move or some sort of sudden change in your circumstances at the end of the month that you're going to celebrate. I feel it's a win for you. But ultimately, I feel it's going to be like a month where you're just focusing on your plans and having some sort of wake-up call about how life can be infinitely better for you. They want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you. Fresh start. Okay, so even this deck kind of highlights what is to come in your reading. We've got ascension there, so higher vibrations, and it says you're shifting from one reality to a higher vibrational reality. Time to soar to new heights, thriving, increase, and taking off. So taking a leap of faith and things working in your favor is definitely a start for you. The staircase is being made available for you to rise and get to the star, which is the wish, and that's your intention. Okay, those stairs lead to the stars. So that is your intention, and I feel like you're going to really make an impact and hit your mark there. Also, you've got rebuilding. So whether you've been healing or whether you've been thinking about rebuilding a relationship or something that you feel didn't work in your favor, you rebuild it stronger than ever before. It says reevaluate your life and adjust to thrive in your new circumstances. Focus on what you can control. That's coming out for the collective right now, about focusing on what you can control rather than what you can't. And I know it's easier said than done, but I feel it will really work. And it says reinvent, revise, and fixing. Okay, I did mention some of you may do some DIY or decluttering in the home space there as well, something that perhaps you've been putting off for a while. We've also got wide open. The path before you is clear. Your desires and intentions are supported by the universe. No blocks, open path, yes. Okay, so a path is being made clear for you. That's what happens on the moon card. You normally see on the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, there's a dog and a wolf representing comfort and independence, and a path being made clear over the mountain. Mountains tend to represent obstacles or blockages, but the path is being made clear. You may not be able to see that yet, but the universe is supporting your goals and dreams and is orchestrating, blockages to be removed for you as well. And we also have fresh new start. So it's not just a fresh new start to the month. I feel, something is changing for you, and it's going to bring a breath of fresh air into your world. It says this new chapter will require you to take a leap of faith in the process, which is right in front of you. New beginning, new possibilities. So that's the second card there of new possibilities. And kind of the third, if you think about the Eight of Cups, which is to walk away from something that has been long-standing, something that perhaps you wanted in your world, something that you used to enjoy in your world, but you've outgrown it and you've matured away from it. Eight of Cups is a journey of self-discovery, letting go and seeking something greater, and recognizing that actually you're choosing a different path that is right for you. If you've been in a career for many, many years and, you've got to a certain plateau and you feel, you know what, I used to love this, but I've just lost that loving feeling. You're not failing by giving up that path. You're evolving because you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience, and you're bringing that skill set with you to this new experience. You're actually embarking on a new adventure, and you're mature enough to say something isn't working for you anymore, and you want to get the best out of life that life can be, okay? So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. Okay, so we have happy. Loving that. Happy. One of the most important things, people, when they meet you, they kind of ask you, so what do you do for a living and all of those things. It's like, actually, one of the most important questions, are you happy? It's something to think about because sometimes we don't. So it's really important. But also I feel like you will be happy. Now also we've got, I'm loving that. We've got the frog. Now frogs represent good luck, but also leaping to greater heights, moving to new levels, but also, taking a leap of faith. So I feel this could also be a sign or a symbol for you over the next coming weeks about an opportunity that you'll grab with both hands. Frogs, they represent fortune, okay? And also we have the musical notes. Now this is about raising your vibrations, tuning in to how you really feel, listening to your heart and going with your intuition. So I definitely see that, you're bringing more happiness, more fun back into your life. And some of you, either you're embracing a musical instrument, as I mentioned before, or you may be embracing songs from the past, songs that made you feel really great. Those songs that you're like, I can't but get up and dance to those songs. So I feel this is a very important month as a transition for you, where I feel, it ticks over at a nice pace, but at the same time, there's something sudden that happens at the end of the month that you will celebrate long term. And it makes you feel secure for you and your family and brings in more wealth as well. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Cancerians. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians, and love and light.